Alrighty, folks, we improved to 4-0 in our last 4 extra daily picks on my premium page. And the good news is I have another extra daily pick going off here today for just $2.99 for 30 days of service. And as an added bonus, guys, if you sign up for that package here today, you're also going to get access to my daily best play every single day during that time frame. Absolutely free. It's going to be included with your purchase. The math works out to be just 9 cents a day. Now, I also want to take a quick time out and give a quick congratulations to all of my chairman members for cashing in on 5 different premium selections yesterday as well. And the only way you could have access to all of those winners is to join my full access, all-inclusive chairman package. Chairman members get access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my chairman podcast, absolutely free. It's included with your purchase. Now, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on the free videos and what I do on my premium page. Well, what I do here with the free videos is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side, and total. And what I do on my premium page is, well, I actually share with you which one of these free plays I actually like the best. I'm 5-1 in my last 6 daily best plays, 4-0 in my last 4 extra daily picks. And finally, guys, I'm 7-1 in my last 8 chairman package plays on my premium page. And of course, the good news is I have plays going off in all of those memberships here today. Patreon.com/BrockPage. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into some free content. Let's go ahead and dive into the Lakers at the Pistons, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. The LA Lakers are minus 7.5, totals 229 and a hook. And even though the Pistons stink, it's actually the Lakers who've struggled away from home. They lost 6 of 9 road games this year, and they actually ranked toward the bottom of the barrel in rebounding in their travels. And believe it or not, they're going up against one of the better rebounding teams in the Eastern Conference in Detroit. Look for the Pistons to take advantage of that in the rebounding department here tonight. Jalen Duren snagging nearly double-digit boards a game. He's also scoring nearly 13 points a night. Of course, Cade Cunningham, he leads the roster in points per contest himself. Now, injury-wise, Bogey and Harris are out for Detroit. AD, LeBron, and Cam Reddish are questionable for the Lakers. Jared Vanderbilt's also inactive for LA. Now, total-wise, the Lakers, last 2 straight got over the total. Detroit 60% to the over in their last 10. Give me the Pistons plus 7.5, over 229 and a hook. Next game, Wizards Magic, 7 o'clock Eastern start time. Orlando's minus 10.5, totals 234. And I'll tell you, as masterfully as Orlando's been covering the number this year, I don't know, guys. I just think this one is just a little bit too large. Orlando's making just 10 three-pointers a game. They're in the bottom 3 in the NBA in that category. So they're not really a deep ball threat. I know they've been covering these shorter numbers, covering when they're catching points. But laying double digits here, this is a really tough spot. Now, when it comes to offensive production late in games, well, Orlando might just be the lowest second-half scoring team in the Eastern Conference right now. And, of course, they're facing a Washington team who's actually quite the opposite. We've been saying this all year. I know Washington's record's terrible, but this is a team who can put some things together offensively. And like I said, we've been saying it all year long. Washington's a top 3 third quarter scoring team in the league, so scoring most of their points in the second half. And they're also making more field goals a game than any other lineup except for 2. So this is a top 3 field goal making team. Now, Kyle Kuzma, he's the club leader with 23 points a game. Jordan Poole's right behind him on the roster in scoring as well. When it comes to the injury list, Ryan Rollins is inactive for Washington. Carter and Fultz still inactive for the Magic. Now, total-wise, 4 out of the Magic's last 5 ball games did get over the total. Overs against the likes of Charlotte, Toronto, and Indiana. Washington 60% to the over in their road games. Give me the Wizards plus 10.5, over 234. Next matchup, Suns, Raptors, 7:30 Eastern start time. Phoenix is 1.5, totals 222. And I think the reason why you're seeing such a short number is the status of Kevin Durant. He is currently questionable for the Suns with a foot injury. Having said that, though, I still think the Suns can get the job done here. Devin Booker scoring 29 points a night. He's also drilling 43% of his long balls. Meanwhile, Eric Gordon knocks down over 40% of his three-pointers himself. They're facing a Toronto club who lost their last two straight, and they've certainly had their struggles offensively. Toronto's making just 34% of their attempts from three-land, and no real shock here. Toronto's a bottom three free throw shooting team as well, not making their opponents pay when they put them to the stripe. Now, injury-wise, Nasir Little's out for Phoenix. Allen and Durant are questionable once again. And, of course, total-wise, 7 out of Phoenix's last 10 gatherings with Toronto fell under the total. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. Of course, that stat dates back the past couple of seasons. Now, the Raptors on the other side, they saw unders recently against the likes of Brooklyn, Cleveland, and Boston. Give me the Suns minus 1.5, under 222. Next ball game, Sixers, Pelicans, 8 o'clock Eastern start time. Philadelphia's -1, totals 227.5. Now, the Sixers are one of the most prominent scoring teams in the game. They're averaging over $120 a night, and they are a top 5 rebounding team in the East. Joel Embiid snags 11 boards a night, and he leads the league in points. Meanwhile, Tyrese Maxey scoring 26 points a game himself. He's also knocking down over 40% of his long balls. Now, they're facing a Pelicans club on the other side who lost their last 2 straight. And they certainly struggle underneath the basket in the Smoothie King Center. These guys are actually one of the worst home rebounding teams in the West. Now, injury-wise, Murphy and Ryan are doubtful to suit up for the Pels. C.J. McCollum's still out. Meanwhile, for Philly, House, Springer, and Oubre are inactive. When it comes to the total, the Sixers saw their last 2 straight get over the number. 7-2 to the over in their last 9. Give me the Sixers -1, over 227.5. Next contest, Jazz, Grizzlies, 8 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Memphis is the 5-point favorite, totals 224. And as bad as Utah's been, well, we're looking at a Memphis team who's yet to win in front of their own fans. The Grizzlies are 0-8 in the FedEx Forum this year, and they are quite possibly the worst shooting team in the game. Memphis shoots just 42% from the field as a team, and they also have the worst offensive three-point percentage in the NBA as well. And as bad as Utah's been, well, it ain't for a lack of physicality. These guys are a top 5 rebounding team in the West. And when it comes to covering the number, well, these guys are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8. They covered against the likes of the Suns, Pelicans, and this very Memphis team. Now, offensively, it's John Collins who's drilling 41% of his attempts from three-land, a legit deep ball threat for Utah. And when it comes to the total, Clarkson and Olynyk are questionable for the Jazz. Markkanen's out. That's why you're seeing such a generous number here, in my opinion, with the status of Markkanen. Now, on the other side of things, Tillman, LaRavia, Kennard, and Smart, they're still out for them. And when it comes to the total, both teams saw their last 4 straight all stay under the number, respectively. Both teams 4-0 to the under in their last 4. That's 8 total unders for both of these teams in their last handful of games. The Grizzlies are 6-2 to the under in the FedEx Forum this year as well. Give me Utah +5, under 224. Next ball game, Rockets Nuggets, 9 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Denver's -7, totals 217. Now, Denver is undefeated at the Ball Arena, and they're arguably the best home shooting team in the West. Nikola Jokic is 7th in the NBA in points, 1st in boards. Meanwhile, KCP and Jackson are both drilling over 40% of their three-pointers, respectively. Now they're facing a Houston club who lost 4 out of their last 6. They've had all kinds of problems on the offensive end of the court. The Rockets are currently a bottom 5 point-producing team in the NBA. And out of 6 contests away from the Toyota Center, they've yet to win a game. 0-6 in their contests on the road this year. Now, injury-wise, Tyson, Murray, and Jokic, they're officially listed as questionable. But the reason why I'm not overreacting to this is because we haven't seen any type of egregious line movement. So I feel like those guys are probably going to go, at least the Joker, because, like I said, I've said it all season long. I said it last year and the year before. NBA bettors overreact to injuries. Well, they haven't overreacted at all to the line here. Now, total-wise, the Nuggets are 7-3 to the under in their last 10. Meanwhile, Houston went 70% to the under in their last 10 themselves. Give me Denver -7, under 217. And with that, folks, we are going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. Going to be in that Clippers-Kings game, 10 o'clock Eastern tip-off. The LA Clippers are the 2-point favorite. Total's 231. And as short as this number is, you still got to consider the fact that the Clippers aren't very good at covering. They're just 3-7 against the number in their last 10. They played their worst basketball on the road. These guys took the loss in 6 of 8 while traveling. They continue to start slow. They're a bottom 3 point-producing team in the first quarter. And ironically, it's the Kings on the other side who score more first-quarter points a game than any other team besides one. De'Aaron Fox averages nearly 30 points a game. Malik Monk drills 40% of his 3 balls. And speaking of three-pointers, these guys are making 15 shots from beyond the arc a game. Now, injury-wise, Keegan Murray is questionable for Sacramento. Brandon Boston's inactive for the Clips. When it comes to the total, the Kings saw their last 2 straight get over the total. 4-2 to the over this year at the Golden One Center. Give me Sacramento +2 over 231. And with that, folks, we are going to jump into our quick pick recap. Give me the Pistons +7.5 over 229 and a hook. Wizards +10.5 over 234. Phoenix Suns -1.5 under 222. I'm 4-0 in my last 4 extra daily picks on my premium page. And the good news is I have another extra daily pick going off here today. Give me the Sixers -1 over 227.5. Utah Jazz +5 under 224. Nuggets -7 under 217. With my next and final free pick, give me the Kings +2 over 231. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. Now, if you do end up getting a membership here today on patreon.com/BrockPage, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. That's why I always tell folks, that Chairman membership, it's a full access, all-inclusive package. It gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my Chairman podcast absolutely free. It's included with your purchase. But most importantly, guys, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page at patreon.com/BrockPage.